Walker from East Coast Cookery still stayed with us. Tara, very welcome. What have you got first?
Thank you. So I have a curried parsnip and apple soup today.
Is this Sesame Street version now? I can do this at home today.
It is very, very easy. Yes, it is really easy.
Who's Big Bird in that?
Me. I'm a dreadful cook, but I'm going to learn on this show. I'm going to learn some new
Well,
stuff.
you know, I'm an expert myself.
I know, you're pretty good. You're always
loads
good.
a test too.
Soup has got to be easy, though. It has to be easy.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I agree, absolutely. So look, I have a little bit of rapeseed oil, which is high burning point, and a little bit of butter for the flavour. So it's always good to put a little bit of butter and oil in together, you know, because you want the flavour from the butter, but the oil stops it from burning.
Okay.
And then a little bit of chopped onion. And you said you were the expert.
He's the
so why
expert.
am I putting this salt in, Tommy?
To help the onions caramelise?
Yes, oh yeah.
Mr. Tommy knows the
There you
stuff.
go.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought she'd get me there, didn't she?
I liked that.
Well, I just thought I'd put you on the spot. You always do that to me, so.
Fair enough.
So now
that's a
I
nice
have
root,
some chopped apple going in there as well.
Okay.
And some chopped parsnip. Now, I would normally leave the onion another couple of minutes there just to get it started a bit better. But,
So the onion should be pretty soft before you...
yeah, you should definitely have had maybe 3 or 4 minutes, you know. And just pop all of that in. And then I have some garlic here as well, just a little bit of chopped garlic going in.
That just adds a little bounce of flavour.
Exactly, a bit of depth of flavour. And then I have some ginger.
Stop trying to, you know, get to my level, okay?
Just have to, I can't compete with him, you know, he's such a
We'll get
chef.
there, Lisa. We'll get there, you know.
So I have ginger, garlic and cumin going in.
That is
Whoa.
a strong, very pungent smell.
Yes, yeah, but it's lovely and mellow.
Your nostrils are...
You need
You're just
gas
doing
mask.
that. You're just doing that to get me back for putting you on the spot.
There wasn't something catching there.
Just
was
the
that
spices, yeah. No, you need a
spices
little bit
to-
of smoke
yeah.
with the spices, yeah. And next in then I have some stock. So a homemade chicken stock would be lovely for this. But I often use like a callow stock cube or marigold because they're low in salt.
Right.
And I find some of the stock cubes can be very, very strong and you just taste the
Yeah.
stock cube. But this is one soup that would probably benefit from a homemade stock if you had one. I know lots of shops, nice, like kind of speciality shops would sell. So I'm just going to bring this up to the boil and we're going to let it simmer for a few minutes. And when you've done that, it doesn't really take too long because the apple and parsnip doesn't
don't
take
take
very
that
long. Yeah. So I've had this one simmering away for a few minutes there.
We did an astonishing revelation on the show a few weeks ago when
that, Tom?
Tara told me that you have to boil soup.
I knew I actually was going to bring this up because you were a bit confused.
Well, how does that work? Because
Well, I just thought always like boiling is bad because you put...
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's not.
but this is where he's a bit confused, I think, right?
Go on.
So
Explain
we
it to
need
us
to
the first
actually
time.
bring it up to the boil in order to soften the veg.
Yeah.
So then we reduce the heat and let it simmer, okay? So that's what I'm doing there. But here...
You don't boil
I
the
go
bejesus
to
out of it.
No, exactly. But
Need
it's
an
more when
induction
you're
hob to do
reheating it. So this is going to need a little reheat with the cream in it. And that's when we go on to boil it. So I'm going to give it a little blitz up there. Yeah. And then we're going to add some cream to it.
Smell is beautiful. That's a lot more subtle.
Yeah, exactly. And the apple in it is really sweet. I have to say, actually, a friend of mine made me a soup like this, Liz, a little while ago. With parsnip and apple, and I kind of adjusted it a little bit, but it just stayed with me. It was a kind of cold day she served it.
Well, I never think of mixing the two though.
Yeah, I know.
You get the sweetness of the apple,
Exactly,
I
it
suppose,
gives a nice, whereas obviously the parsnip is quite earthy, you know.
You couldn't be much more seasonal, could you?
Well, that's it. It's kind of hearty, isn't it? It's kind of nourishing. It's something that you would want on a day like today, actually. You can make this for me now. Later on.
Just have that.
Yeah. So you can keep blitzing it a little bit more until it's a bit smoother, but I actually quite like having a little bit of
lovely
texture and a
aroma.
little kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, where you can actually feel the parsnip, and you see we've little lumps there. And I'm just going to pop it into this. So this is where you wouldn't reheat it too much. Like if it's gone a little bit cold from blitzing it, this is where you wouldn't bring it to the boil.
Tara, how long can this last for? If I was to make this today at home and I wanted to bring it into work tomorrow, how many days would I get out
you
of
get
it?
about 3. Obviously, if you keep the cream back, you're going to get a little bit longer out of
Cream
it.
there's the...
Yeah,
You can
and
just
it's a
chill it
great
in the
one.
fridge maybe
Exactly,
as well?
yeah, and it's a
Okay.
great
But
one
if the
for
cream's in
freezer
it-
as well.
Yeah, how long? Because that's that kind of...
Yeah, I'd probably not put the cream into the main body of it, and just pop a little bit of cream as you're having it then. And then I have some nice sage leaves here as well. And it's a very simple, kind of hearty little...
It's very
Unbelievably
nourishing,
easy.
good for the insides. Keep it nice and happy on the inside.
Grab a spoon there, Lisa. Dig in.
Over to you.
Nice hearty flavours, warm us up.
I know. cold-hearted that we are.
Oh,
I'm sure this
lovely,
is
lovely.
beautiful.